When I typed in Jon Fitch, when I was putting the tags in the video, you know how Google or YouTube, starts to recommend like other search items or other video topics. It's like, it goes Jon Fitch, MMA, Jon Fitch, UFC, then it goes Red Pill. So like, how did you get into this Red Pill space?
The divorce. So yeah, 2017, wife's like, I'm just not happy.
I love you, but I'm not in love with you, sort of thing.
100%. What is love?
Yeah.
Bullshit. And I just went down that road, and I'm an athlete. I'm analytical. So I look at things. I look at successes and failures, and I break them down, and I try to figure out what's going on. And I was already kind of on the path of, being a creator and taking my knowledge of fighting and technique and fitness and stuff towards, YouTube and doing more stuff online that way, which got me interacting more with other creators and following more other creators. And that got me on a path of being more positive, because I felt like my Twitter timeline was very negative and political. Mm-hmm. So I started following more positive people, like Ed Lattimore. He was somebody who had
that's super positive, man.
Yeah, super positive things to say, and it's kind of like the 5 people you surround yourself with. It's kind of like where you had like the things that you're consuming also.
Yeah.
If you're consuming a lot of nonsense and ugliness, like then you're just gonna have that with you all the time, everywhere you're going. So
a lot of people complain though that the Red Pill is very negative and misogynistic and blah blah blah. Like
it's because they're still married to their blue pill ideas. They still want the fairy tale to be real.
Yeah, I think the vast majority of the population still buys a fairy tale.
It's hard. Like
you did at one point, right?
100%. Like I've kept journals for a long time, and I released one book as book 1. It's supposed to be the first in a series, but like where I release those journal entries and I write reflections on them. Well, now I'm getting into stuff like I had to take a break because it's like too personal, and there's a lot of stuff I'm looking back at, and now I have that red pill lens, and some of the stuff you kind of understood as a kid or growing up, like behavior patterns, you recognize them, but you're constantly like, oh no, it's supposed to be this way. It's supposed to be this way. And you think you're bad because you're noticing how things are. Mm-hmm. And, reading through those old journals, like there's specks of it. I could see there was a red pill underlying there, but you try to force yourself into this good boy societal box, I guess.
Do you end up journaling daily, like morning and night, or is it a weekly
I did
for you? Or?
I did for a long time. I was a part of my fighting obsession.
Okay.
Like recording and just documenting everything, and what I ate, how much I weighed, like what my workout was that day,
everything. Eh?
It's like a bit obsessive, but so. I think going through the divorce thing got me looking for knowledge. So I'm following different people, looking for different outlooks, more positive outlooks, people who are looking to grow and learn and make more money. And then I stumbled across, I think, The Game. As
Neil Strauss.
And I was like,
it's a good book.
And I'm a technician, right? As far as a fighter. Okay, I wasn't the fastest, strongest guy out there, but I could outthink you, and I could use technique to lure you into my traps. So the idea of this pickup and the stuff they were doing, it was all just technique to me. It made sense. Technique makes sense. So look down that path even more, more red pill stuff, rational male, and more stuff online, Jordan Peterson books. Mm-hmm. And, I think I got to a place where I was like, this is a problem that not enough people are aware of what reality is and how much of this kind of blue pill mindset steals from you. And a lot of it is really a theft of power, I think, from a lot of men.
Are most fighters pretty plugged into the blue pill? Like, are they mostly like
No.
blue pilled alphas?
I think a lot. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. A lot of blue pilled alphas, because you don't even see a lot of them who are like Trump supporters or Bolsonaro supporters in Brazil, or but they'll still stand for feminist stuff.
Got it. Was it the actual like the wife giving you the "I love you but I don't love you" talk that started Red Pill, or was it like going through the divorce machine after it? Like, what was divorce like for you in California? Because I mean, that's a pretty hostile state, towards fathers, right?
Yeah. Oh, she used lube. Okay, we'll just say that she used lube in the divorce rape. Okay.
Well, at least that was kind of her, right?
Yes, yeah. So I'll give her that. She used
It could have been worse.
50%, custody of the kids, so I'm not getting hit up for child support. The no alimony, because at the time, like, I was thinking about retiring, so like she was just started working, so it was possible she could have had to pay me alimony, so she was okay with signing off on saying no alimony right away. So that went in my favor.
She was a stay-at-home mom, or
she was a stay-at-home body.
Stay-at-home wife, but not a mom.
She was just there. She was at home, but she wasn't like doing them. She wasn't
doing the mom stuff.
Yeah, like I was double dutying a lot of things.
Did you guys have a nanny too, or
no?
Really? So like you were playing parent plus the income earner.
I was training for a world title, and I would have to stop in the middle of sparring round and change a diaper.
Really?
And then jump back in and finish the round.
And she didn't do that for you? She wasn't like, "John, you go chase excellence. I got this."
Nope. She was at home checking out Instagram or whatever. And then I would come home from that, and I would I'd have to make my own lunch. I'd have to rest. And then she would take off and leave and run errands or get her hair done or whatever.
Did you not like taking a title have any impact, you think, on the marriage and her wanting to bounce?
Me getting dropped from the UFC. Yes.
Okay, so it was around the same time as that.
I think her attitude changed a lot. Well, she was not a fan of me pushing back against the UFC. She wanted me to shut up and be a good boy and just suck Dana's dick, just do what he wants. Like that. She's like, she took their side. Yeah,
that's not good.
Yeah, she took their side in the situation, and that was kind of like some of the first like, "Whoa, really? That's your attitude?" Like, it was more important for her to like get the money and be in the scene than it was for like her family to like not be robbed.
Yeah, so we've got playing to win and we've got playing not to lose, and women typically play not to lose, right?
So that was
well, that's what she wanted you to do. Don't rock the boat, John.
Yes.
So
then so a lot of that was, then money changed, my job status changed, my social circle changed a lot, because I'm not going to hang out with people in this, that are going to that thing and doing those things. So that was a big part of it. And, part of me too, like I have to go through my journals and see like when that happened. But there was a point where I was like, what am I doing? Like, why am I putting so much effort into this? So I stopped doing shit for her and I focused on me and the kids at a certain point. And I think it'd be interesting to go back and see when that was. It could have been around the time when I was like, we were hurting for money. We had got a new place, and I was going to sell my truck. I love my truck. I wasn't going to get much money for it. And I came home one day and I found somebody to buy it, and it was well under what I was hoping to give for it. And I came back and walked in the house, and she'd like dropped like $500 on nails and hair and shit that day. And I was like, what the hell why am I giving up my truck? Like, why am I giving up something I love? She's not giving anything up. And like, we're struggling for this money. So like, whatever. I was like, nope. And I started putting premium gas in the truck.
Well, it sounds like you're better off today than what you were when you were married, man.
I am, but yeah, it still stings. Like, especially like I was in a Bitcoin early, and me being bullied and harassed by her because it's not a real thing and you're wasting time and you should have a real job and blah, 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 blah. Like I stopped trading and stopped buying Bitcoin. I was hundreds of dollars at that time.
Mm-hmm.
If I would have focused on me and money and muscles, I would have been a billionaire right now.
Yeah.